welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. A very, very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Firstly, how are we all? I hope that you're all doing well, that you've had an absolutely amazing week so far. I am, yes, I'm not too bad this week actually. Things have calmed down a little bit, which is always good. So yeah, I'm actually able to record on my usual schedule, which is fantastic. Yeah, so I've got a few things to go over with you today. Today is my usual podcast. As I say, I've got a few things to go over. I do have quite a few acquisitions, and that is simply because I went to Stollen Wolle last weekend and got a little excited. I also got some Christmas presents, which is amazing. Also, there is some Christmas presents that are on their way and they are out for delivery, so I may get disturbed as per usual, but you know, we'll take it as it comes, right? Okay, so I'm going to get started straight away because yes, there is a lot to cover, as I said. The first section are my updates, and I do have a couple for you. The first, let me just double check. Oh yeah, the most obvious update. The first update is obviously, as you can see behind me, everything is getting a little festive here. And if you watched my mini live with Michelle from Shellstar Stitches last weekend, you will have also seen that my Christmas tree is also up. So yes, Christmas decorations are in full swing here. It was the easiest time to get everything up basically last weekend, so I did. Yes, so that moves me on, sort of not seamlessly, but kind of seamlessly, on to the fact that Vlogmas is going to be starting extremely soon. In fact, when you are seeing this, Vlogmas will be starting tomorrow, the 1st of December, Friday the 1st of December. It is here. I am excited. I'm a little tired from my week, but I am so excited to get stuck in with Vlogmas again and give you regular content, which is, yeah, it's all exciting. So, as I said, Vlogmas will be starting tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to sharing regular content, regular daily check-ins with you all. I will also be opening my advent calendars. They are by the tree, but we've had, my partner treated himself to, well, treated us I suppose, because it's a house thing, and the boxes are massive. Yes, there's multiple boxes. He bought some speakers. Yes, so my background might be changing because if he has his way, there will be speakers behind me. Yes, I'm going to stay silent on that subject. I'm not sure how I feel, but he has every right to put stuff everywhere because, as you see, my stuff is everywhere. So we'll have a discussion, I'm sure, this weekend as to the best situation. But yeah, might be some things appearing behind me, but you know, it's all good. Yes, so Vlogmas is coming. It's really exciting. The other exciting announcement that I have for you, if you haven't seen the live that I did with Michelle from Shellstar Stitches on Saturday, and you didn't see, and if you haven't seen my little video post or my community tab, just a little heads up, on Saturday, this Saturday, the 2nd of December, myself and the wonderful Michelle from Shellstar Stitches are doing our collaboration videos. So we're going to go live from 3 o'clock until 4 o'clock. That's UK time. And yeah, we're just going to ask each other a few questions, have a bit of a chill, have a cuppa. So yeah, we hope that you can join us. If you can't join us, that's perfectly fine. You can always check out the video. I have created a playlist. I have created a playlist now for the collaborations with Michelle because I have a feeling we may do more. Yes, we may do more. So yeah, it's all exciting. But yes, little heads up, that is happening this weekend. And in my community tab, there will be the link to that video because we will be going live on Michelle's channel and I will be a guest on her channel. We're still trying to figure out the kinks, but you know, that's how it's going to work for the minute. And I'm very, very excited because it was fun, despite the fact that my Wi-Fi was misbehaving. My apologies for that. But yes, it should hopefully be all up and running properly and I'm really looking forward to it. So I really hope to see you there. Right, now let's get stuck into the content. Before I do that, I'm just going to pour myself a cup of tea because like the unprepared person that I am, I haven't actually poured, I'm pouring tea if you hear a weird dribbling sound in the background. I usually brew myself a cup of tea in my lovely little teapot, but I just haven't poured it yet. So I think this is peaches and cream. This is going to be far too hot for me, isn't it? No, temperature's good. We're all good. Okay. Right, now I'm going to get stuck in. The first item on my little agenda is finished objects, and sadly enough, I don't have any finished objects this week. There are a couple that could have, that should have been finished objects, let's put it that way. They are so close, and there's no reason why I couldn't have just pushed and finished them, but yeah, we'll get into it. So the next section is my works in progress, and I have a couple, and again, as I said earlier, as I've just said, there is at least one that I should have finished, but I haven't. So you'll see that in a moment. In fact, that's the first one I'm showing, so exciting times. The first work in progress that I worked on this week was from this lovely book, Partridge in a Pear Tree, Crocheted 12 Birds of Christmas by Kerry Lord of Toft. I'm slowly working my way through, as you can see up here. Oh, no, that way. There we go. So I am currently working on Delilah, bird number 8, Delilah the cattle egret. And she is this one here. And I love her. She's so good. And mini, not so spoiler because I'm about to show you, but I have actually finished her. She's in here. All her body parts are in here. I just haven't sewn her together yet. Usual story, really. So there's her tail. There's her beak. It's a nice big beak, this one. I've got her 2 wings. Whoop, 2 wings there. I have her 2 legs. And I have her body and head with her awesome beard. I love this beard. It was really, really good fun to crochet up as well. And then I've got these 2 little patches for her eyes. For when I sew that on. So I've just got to sew her together, and then I can finish her and put her behind me. Hopefully, if work behaves itself tomorrow, I might be able to get her done and sit her up there for the first episode of Vlogmas tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, I'm kind of doing a final push to try and get these done, but I really, really can't see it happening, which is a shame. But yeah, so that was Delilah the cattle egret. The next, just checking, my next work in progress, here it is these lovely socks. They are called the Fannrem Sokker, and they are by Maria Muscarella of Ninja Chickens Designs. They are absolutely beautiful socks. They're made using DK yarn. But what I'm doing is I'm not doing the lovely colourwork. I have made these socks with that colourwork motif, and it's just absolutely beautiful and it's really fun to make, but I just love the formula of the sock for a DK sock, a DK knitted sock. So I'm just using the formula within this pattern to make my socks. And here they are. Hang on, we are tangled, which is not an uncommon story with me, but there we go. So these are the socks. They are my affectionately named mismatching socks, autumn mismatching socks. As you can see, I'm using this colour here on the toe, and I'll be using it on the cuff, and the same with this one. I have turned the heel, so you can see the heel there. It's a heel flap and gusset. So I've moved, we've got the festive biscuit barrel out, and where I put my tablet so that I can see a mirror of what you're seeing, so I can make sure you're getting everything in frame. Yeah, because I've gotten rid of the normal biscuit barrel, the festive biscuit barrel is a Santa with a hat, and it's a domed hat, so I can't rest my tablet on top of that. So I need to figure out a new way of doing it, because at the minute it's lower, whereas before it was about the same height. So yeah, I'm going to be sort of looking down, and yeah, it's not going to be as seamless as normal, my apologies. But anywho, here's the socks. I absolutely love them. I love this colourway. The yarn is dyed by Siobhan Crafts, and this was her autumn box, basically, her autumn box. And we got 2 skeins of 50-gram yarn, 2 50-gram skeins of yarn in these 2 lovely colourways. If I hold them up, there they are. They're just lovely. So yeah, as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to make mismatching socks and have them as like cosy autumn socks. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really pleased with them. So yeah, I have, just to show you, because these were on the needles, they were cast-ons last week. So from this marker up is how much I've done. And yeah, oh, I forgot to say, I'm knitting them 2 at a time. So yes, I'm not sure if I will continue knitting socks this way because it feels like it's taking longer because I'm having to slide a lot of stuff. I don't know, but at least they'll both be done at the same time, so that will be great. But yes, my little Fannrem Sokker minus the beautiful colour work, but yes, really, really pleased. So they're coming along. I had hoped I would finish those today, but I haven't, as you can see. So yes, I'm giving myself a little bit of grace as well because I recognise that I actually filmed last week's podcast on Friday. Was it Friday? Friday last week. So the day I released the podcast, I actually filmed it. So I'm minus 2 days basically. that's what I'm going with. And I had a busy weekend. So anywho, enough with the excuses. Right. Oh, there is one more that I have worked on, but I have left it upstairs. It is my Musselburgh Hat by Isolde Teague. I have sewn it a couple of times. The yarn is by Dye and Knit by Kate. It's a beautiful hat, but I've really not done that much. So yes, and I have forgotten it and it is upstairs. My apologies, but yes, this video is going to be extremely long anyway. But yes, I have done a little bit of work on my Musselburgh Hat, but it's not enough to really sing and dance about really. But yes, obviously I will show you that the next time that I have done some more work on it, or you never know, I might have finished it by the next time I show you. But yes, that is the other thing that I worked on. Right, onto cast-ons. I have 2 cast-ons for you. And again, I know, finish some items, finish something. Yeah, I've nearly finished something. I'll show you this one first actually. So the first cast-on is the Medley Mitts by Helen Stewart. Now this was part of her Knit Vent patterns, her Knit Vent bundle, the bundle, oh my gosh, the bundle of patterns that Helen Stewart releases each year around start of November time. She'll release a bundle called Knit Vent and the year. So these were Knit Vent 2022 and they were the Medley Mitts, and they were basically, I'll show you them. I'll show you the one I've sewn the ends in on. So here's one of them. So you've got rib at the bottom, rib at the top, fingerless gloves, and then you've got rib on the thumb. So if I put this on, you'll get an idea. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Pretty standard. There are a number of changes. If you have seen the pattern, you'll know, you'll see a glaringly obvious change. Helen Stewart did her pattern with a number of stripes going through it. I can't remember how many that there were. I think there were either 4 or 5 different colours used within the glove. It's to kind of work with Advent really. But that is the first big change I have done. I have not changed colour, I've just used the one colour. And the other change that I've made is to the wrist. So if I hold this up, there was some, is it lace work? Kind of like, let me scooch closer. In the original pattern, there was some pearl bumping going on here, and there was also some holes throughout. I have omitted that for this because I just wanted a plain knit really. These were sort of a panic make because I do actually have the other one here. Let me put this on, but as you can see I haven't tied in the ends. There we go. Oh, apparently my watch thinks I'm doing a workout. That's always fun. So there we go, there's the 2. They are done. Obviously, as you can see, I've just got to sew in the ends on this one. I am going to block them, just give them a little block to help them settle a bit. But as I say, they are both done, they're both good to go. And I made these because my work's Christmas due is in a couple of weeks time, and in fact I think it's next Friday. I still haven't decided what I'm wearing. It's quite stressful. But anyway, they always do a Secret Santa, and that in and of itself stresses me out because I'm not very good at doing Secret Santas. So last year I made a pair of the Medley Mitts, and this year I thought I'll just make another pair of the Medley Mitts, just do them slightly different. And these are they. However, I have since found something else that I might purchase, well, that I have purchased and might use instead. So I might keep these for myself because I've never made myself a pair of mitts or gloves or anything. And these are pretty, you know, I mean, they're fine. They're just, you know, grey mitts. The yarn is yarn that I've dyed myself. This was a tester colourway. It was a little bit dark for what I wanted. So yeah, there's no harm in just using it for, I quite like it actually, it's quite nice, so it'll go with everything. So yeah, those are the Medley Mitts by Helen Stewart, as I say, with little modifications going on in there. The other cast on, I'm very excited about this, is from this book again. So I have started this one here. Oops, let's lift that up. This one here, there we go. And it's, is it Lois or Lewis? Loise maybe, the Cormorant. I'm going to hold it up so you can see that. Number 9, so here, Ladies Dancing. I think it's Loise the Cormorant. It could be. But I've started them anyway. And I have finished the body and the head. So that is done. And I've also started one of the legs. I've started a toe. I need to do 2 more toes. And I think they actually have a digit at the back. I'm not sure. So that is what I've done so far for Loise the Cormorant. We're going with Lois. But yes, so I have started bird number 9. It's not going to happen, is it? It's definitely not going to happen for December, but I could try for the end of Vlogmas alongside everything else that I'm doing. But yes, so those are my cast-ons. I am trying to get through this a little bit because I don't want to keep you too long, and I'm aware to my left I have a decent amount of stuff to show you. So we are now onto the acquisitions section, and as I said, I do have a fair amount to show you. The first I'm going to start with what actually was delivered in the week, and then I will finish on Stollen Wolle because that's exciting. I'm very excited. Not that this order isn't exciting, this order is also exciting. But yes, that's how I'm going to do it. So let me check I've got everything I have. So the first order acquisition that I got was from Toft. So they had their Black Friday sale last week. Whoop. They had their Black Friday sale last week, so I thought I'd partake and get a couple of things. I usually have a little list by my computer that I just note down things like top-up things that I need from Toft, and whenever they have a sale or, you know, they release a new pattern or something, I'll usually get a couple of things off that list as well, just to make it up to free postage and things like that. And it just means I'm slowly ticking down that list, but I'm not needlessly spending, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm just going to open it up. Obviously you've got the tissue paper. I have taken things out of boxes and stuff like that, so there's not a lot left. They do the usual advertisements on those lovely cards, and they give you some patterns, and these are the patterns that I got. So I got the really lovely crackers. I don't have this one, so that is very, very cute. And also the hat. I really like this hat. I would quite like to make that hat at some point. It's really nice. My apologies. I turned the patterns around. You probably couldn't see it anyway, but yes, so those are the patterns that I got for free. Now, onto the items that I actually bought. I did get some yarn, so I now have, Toft have recently redesigned this bag. So I've got the new design on the bag, which is very exciting. I did get myself some top-up yarn, so I've got some shale. These are all DK. I got some shale. I got some silver. Again, DK. I got some, what is this? Charcoal. So I've got some charcoal. There you go. And I've got fluff up my nose, as always. Got some more oatmeal. Okay. And I treated myself to some absolutely lovely festive gold. So I don't know if you can see, but this gold is sparkly. So I got all of these because, I mean, they look kind of plain, but I think they're gorgeous. So I got all of these because, whoop, as part of buying this book, I bought this book from Toft's website, and because I got it from Toft's website, in my Toft area where all my patterns are stored and everything like that, I do also now have the mini book of all the mini versions of these birds. So I've got patterns for all the mini versions of these birds, And I also have, there's not a picture of it, is there? Oh, no, there isn't a picture. So with the book, when I bought it, it came with a patch and it was a golden pear. And that's kind of why I thought, oh yeah, I'll grab some of this, because also within that little mini pattern book with all the mini birds, there's also a pattern for a golden pear. So I thought I'll get some gold and do a proper golden pear. So the idea with that is next year, my plan for next year is I'm going to make all the mini birds. That's hoping I've finished all the big birds. But I'm hoping to make all the mini birds because then I can use them as tree decorations, and I'll make the pear as well. So yeah, I needed a couple of extra colours just to make sure that I had enough once I've made the big birds to make the little birds. So that's a little sneak peek of next year. But yes, that is all the yarn that I bought. I'll put that there. I also got myself, as per usual, another notebook, and this time I got is it Bryce the Great White Shark patch. Toft are still doing the notepad with a patch. I think at the minute they're doing it with Peter or Piotr the polar bear with his little festive hat on. But they're still doing the notepad with a couple of other different patches as well. I think a couple are selling out now. But yeah, I'm trying to build up my collection and fill in all the gaps basically. So yeah, got that as well. Put that there. I also treated myself to a row counter because I use one already. It's who's it by? I think it's Cocoa Knits, and it's really, really good, but it's a little bit pricey. But actually, yeah, it's really good. In fact, it might even be in here if I put it in here. No, I've got the box, the bottom of the box. Doesn't actually tell you if it's Cocoa Knits. But anyway, it's a really good one. And I thought I could do with another one, so I'll try Toft's one. And, you know, it does what it needs to do. Let's try and angle that so you can see it better. There we go. So you click that, and it counts for you. You can also use this side bit to just bring it all back so it resets. I mean, it's not bad. It does what it needs to do. The only issue that I do have with it is there's no lock. With the Cocoa Knits one, it has a lock at the bottom so that even if you press the button by accident, it's not going to change the numbers. The numbers are fixed. That's the only downside I find with this one. But other than that, I really like it. So if I'm doing a project and I know I'm not going to throw this in a bag, then it's perfectly fine. And yeah, it does what you need it to do. It's big, nice big pressy button, and it just counts for you. Fantastic. So I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, got another row counter, which is perfect. Just what I need. I also treated myself to a neck torch. So these were being given out. If you went to the Natural History Museum, these were being given out with the packs, basically, with the project that you were doing on the night, because obviously it was dark. And yeah, so I've got one because I'm forever sitting on the sofa just back there, and I need just that little bit more light because I do have a light to what would be the left of me, but it's an uplight. It does have a spotlight on it, but I find that can be a bit too bright, especially when I'm watching a film. So I thought I'd give this a go. It doesn't take batteries, it charges, so you've got a charging cable there. And then it is simply, it's got Toft on it. There you are. It is simply just a neck light that you can put around your neck. You can angle these and you can turn them on. There you go. You can change the colour of the light if needed. I'm just trying to turn them off. There we go. So yeah, that's going to be pretty useful, and it packs up quite small as well, which is quite nice. So, and as I say, it is, you can charge it up, you don't need batteries, so that's even better. So the final thing that I got in my little Toft order, now this is a bit counterintuitive really, because in my work in progress video I did say that, in my Q&A, my frogging Q&A video, someone did ask, are there any crafts I've tried that I probably won't do again, or that I didn't like, that I didn't get on with. One of those crafts was punch needle work. I treated myself to another kit. after saying punch needlework is just something I'm not a fan of. I don't get on well. I enjoy the process of it, I'm just not 100% sure about it, and I'm not entirely sure where I'll apply it. However, I saw this kit and I thought it was beautiful, and plus, I mean, look, it's a really nice red bag. That's not a reason to buy it. But do I have in here, I've just realised, do I have a picture of it? Oops, I think I do. Oh, I do, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to cover that, and I'm going to fluff. This is the kit. It is the snowflake, I guess. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like a festive snowflake. So I'm going to show you the colours that I've got. I have got some cream. There you go, some cream and some ruby. It's just not showing, is it? There we go. Cream and ruby. So this is going to be, I think the red, the ruby, is this bit. Is that right? Colour one. Yeah. So the snowflake is going to be in the cream. I mean, you can do whatever you like. Snowflake is going to be in the cream, and then the red is going to be this outer bit, which is going to be really, really nice. Yeah, I'm really excited to do this actually. But I do need to finish my lime first before I do this one. But similar to the lime, I've got the hoop here, and I also have the fabric, so I can get started whenever I like, really. But I thought it'd just be nice to have a festive decoration that can go on the wall or something that I've made. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got excited when I saw it and I really wanted it, so I treated myself, what can I say? And plus, you know, I'll make that and then I'll see how I feel about it again. But yeah, it's another little thing for me to do, and that is the last thing in my Toft order, so I'm going to try and put everything back in the box. There we go. So yeah, it was quite a nice little haul. I've got some things that have been on my list for quite some time, and obviously when the Black Friday sale happened, it was just opportune moment really to get a couple of those things. I'm just going to have another sip. Okay, right. Now, we are on to Stollen Wolle. Now, I had the best time. It was on Saturday and it was hosted by Medley Mitts. It was hosted in their studio and it was so much fun. I absolutely adored it. I don't have any footage, unfortunately. I did take some photos of the area where it was hosted because it's such a lovely place to go. I've been there before, I just didn't know that Medley Mitts were based there. I had no idea there was a wool shop there. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. So now I'm going to go through what I actually purchased because there were a number of purchases. One of the purchases that I did make is a Christmas gift. So, and it's actually wrapped now, so I can't show you even if I wanted to. But yes, that item I cannot show you at all, which is a real shame because it's beautiful. But yes, I don't want to risk, if the person who is going to be receiving it, I don't want to risk them seeing it. Yeah, before receiving it, basically, just in case they do watch my channel. I'm not 100% sure, but yes. Anywho, I'm going to show you what I bought that I can show you. So, should I show you? How should I show you? I think I'll show you in the order that I purchased. I think that's going to be the best. So, the first item that I bought, I was really excited to go and purchase because I knew going there I was getting this. I 100% knew this. If it was there and if it was still available, I would buy one. So, these are the Stollen socks by Becky Pamley Bast, and look at those. Oh my gosh, how lovely are they? They're absolutely gorgeous, and I love it because I feel like this, where is it? This bit here and this bit near the cuff looks like a braid to me. That's how it looks. But I'm so excited to try these, and I feel like I need to cast them on and knit them over Christmas, but I think that might be asking myself a little bit too much of myself. But yes, so I've got the pattern and I also bought the kit. So there it is. How stunning are those colours? I can't get over it. So if I show you their label, that is Medley Mitts. I highly recommend you checking them out. They dye some absolutely stunning colourways, and this yarn It just feels so nice. It's quite rustic, but it's just so nice. So it is 100% British blue-faced Leicester wool. It's their Nen base, and if I show you, this is 4-ply, and this colourway, the main colourway, is called Bar, and this is a 60-gram skein of yarn. And they said that the 60-gram is actually quite useful because it just means that you're not going to have a silly amount of yarn left at the end of your sock. So that's always good. And then these are the 3 colours for that absolutely stunning colourway motif going around the edge of the socks. And it's just lovely. I think it's going to make such beautiful, oh, let's do that way, such beautiful festive socks. I think that's going to be absolutely stunning. So I couldn't say no to this pair of socks. The only thing I'm trying to say no to is casting it on, to be honest. I really want to cast them on, but I know I shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like I should. I don't know. But anywho, that's the... Oops. That is the Stollen sock. Oh, wrong way around. That is the Stollen socks. Also, quickly, how beautiful is this? How stunning is that design? Craft Town shawl. There's another lovely one there. The Showtime cowl. And the rose window tam, all absolutely stunning, but I absolutely love that one. Beautiful. Yes. Anywho, that was my first purchase. Then I went to see the absolutely wonderful Ishrat at her stand, so Fruitful Fusion. I am a big fan of her yarn, needless to say I am. The first thing I purchased though, well, I say the first thing, it wasn't the first thing, but within my purchase, I did know that I wanted to get this because I'll just show you it actually, because save giving you the story first. So I bought her calendar. So this is her 2024 just calendar. So you've got the picture and then you've got the month below, I believe. I haven't looked too deeply because I'm trying not to spoil it for myself, but it's absolutely beautiful. And upstairs in my office, I did have a calendar. I don't anymore because this now lives there. But I did have a calendar similar to this. Well, it was a motorsport one, but anywho. And it was from 2021 and we were just flipping it over and back and forth throughout the months because we couldn't be bothered to change it. So it's about time I got a new calendar. So even better in that it is an absolutely stunning yarn calendar by one of my favourite yarn dyers. So really, really pleased and can't wait to start flipping those months over and seeing what absolutely wonderful photos are there. So I'm very excited about that. I also purchased some yarn, of course I did. And the first colourway that I got was this absolutely beautiful number. It's just stunning. I mean, look at that colour at the bottom. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it is called Winter. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it's 4-ply fingering weight. And there's, oh, there's Ishrat's logo, Fruitful Fusion. Again, highly recommend her yarn. She's just, oh, beautiful, beautiful yarn. Right, and then I also got, well, the last thing I got was one of her sale skeins of yarn. My apologies. One of her sale skeins of yarn, and I just saw this and thought, colours are just beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but you know, it's lovely anyway. So here it is. I absolutely love that. I was really intrigued by it, and it just, oh, it's lovely. It's so lovely. So this was one of her sale ones. She said it was just under 100 grams, so probably like 95, maybe 90 to 95 grams. I haven't weighed it yet, so I don't know. I also don't know what composition it is. It looks like it might be either 2-ply or a merino single. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, anywho, it feels quite soft. Yeah, it does feel quite soft. So it could be 100% merino or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to treat it like it's 100% merino and just not put it on a pair of socks, basically. But yes, there it is. Love it. Beautiful. And hold those two together. I was so pleased. And obviously the advent calendar, which I can't pick up at the same time. But yes, that are those. So I then carried on round and the wonderful Injabulo was there. So the lady who gets the absolutely stunning baskets that are handmade by wonderful ladies in Ghana, and the lady that I spoke to on Saturday, she's the lady who then imports those beautiful handmade goods and sells them on behalf of the wonderful ladies at a fair wage. So I went there, had a lovely look at the baskets, and yeah, I can't really I really wanted to get something from her because I love supporting the business, and the work that goes into the items that they sell is just unbelievable, and I feel like I just want everybody in my life to have a piece of, you know, this absolutely stunning work. So I had a little nose at the stand, and then I came across these. So these are placemats. I mean, you could use them for whatever you like, really, but I absolutely love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I think they would make a really, really nice Christmas present. So that's what they're going to be. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. They are just absolutely beautiful, and the craftsmanship that goes into these, the fact that they are all handmade, is just unreal. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I got these two. They don't match really, but you know, it's perfectly fine. It can be used as, I don't know, maybe put the plant pot. I mean, that looks so nice, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. They might not make it to be Christmas presents. But yes, so I got two of these. I'm really happy with them. And yeah, just I'll be sad to part with them, but that is how it is, isn't it, really? Right, what else? Oh, right, the next stand that I went to was Dragon Hill Studio. Now, I saw them in Knits posts when they were posting on who was going to be there and who was going to be vending, and I saw them on there and I thought, yes. I love self-striping yarn. It's so clever, and it's just, oh, I love it. And when I saw that Dragon Hill Studios was going to be there, I was quite excited, and I thought, I'm going to find myself the most festive sparkly self-striping yarn. That's what I'm going to do. That was my mission. But as soon as I got to the stand, there was a colourway on their stand that just would not stop looking at me. It was there and I was there, and I couldn't say no. So this is what I got. Look. How wonderful is this? No, it's not festive. It's not festive in the slightest, but I'm so happy. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Now, for anybody who knows, you will know this, well, hopefully you will know this immediately. But I'm just so excited about this. I can't even express words. As soon as I saw this, I knew it had to be this one. I did try my best to ignore it and look at the festive ones, but no, I couldn't ignore it. I picked it up and I looked at the colourway name and I thought, no. Oh no. This is called Sebring. Now, I understand that probably means absolutely nothing to a lot of you, but Sebring is the name of a racetrack, and this is the golf colourway. So the golf livery, basically. It's used across all aspects of motorsport. It's just, the livery is so well used. It is a colour that I carry myself. I don't do it self-striping, so this is going to be an absolute joy. And yeah, I think, I can't even articulate. I was so excited because, to me, to see someone else dyeing colourways inspired by motorsport, I just thought, yes, please, more. I'm just so happy right now. So I had to get this. It just, no brainer. It was this one. So yeah, really, really pleased. Keep up the good work. I'm so happy to see this. I really, really am. We need more of this in the yarn community. We do. So yeah, I'm going to really enjoy knitting with this. Don't know when it's going to be, but anywho, really pleased. Also, look at the way they package their yarn, or the way they showcase it. It kind of shows you how the stripes are going to work, which I think is so clever. It is really, really clever. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. They also had one of their advent calendars on their stand, and I was extremely tempted to buy it. They were trying, and the lady who was stood behind me was also trying to get me to buy it, but I have too many. No, I can't. Maybe next year, because now I know about them and that they do advent calendars, I will definitely check them out possibly next year. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a sip. Right, anywho, the final item that I got from Stollen Wolle was a gift. And this is something that I should have made years ago, but I didn't. basically I made my partner a pair of socks, and I made them out of let lopi wool. I know, the worst idea ever. Basically, let lopi wool is a single ply 100% wool base, and it is not really designed for socks. Well, not really designed for socks that you're going to be walking up and down stairs in, you know, all the like house socks. You're going to be walking everywhere in them. Yeah, they didn't last long, let's put it that way. So I was sad, my partner was sad, and he has been asking me ever since for another pair of woolly socks because he really liked the feel, that woolly feel on his feet. So this next stand that I came across, they had quite woolly yarn, and I was thinking, I'm not sure, because I'm a bit apprehensive without having some nylon in there. I'm a bit apprehensive about using a yarn, a sock yarn, just because of that experience. But then I came across this. I asked the lady who was manning the stand, and she explained that yes, they should be fine. They're going to last longer than the let lopi wool for sure, because there's obviously more than one ply going on in here. And I'm just checking, yes, there is 10% nylon, everybody, there's 10% nylon. So it did have a little thing next to it saying sock yarn, so I was like, yeah, these are going to be better than the wool that I use, so that's fine. Feeling the yarn, it is proper woolly. He's going to love them. So the only thing I was apprehensive about was because they only had 3 different colourways in the yarn. And I didn't realise, but the reason for that is because the yarn is actually undyed yarn. And the only reason there's 3 different colourways, so it was like a really pale grey, there was a mid grey, and then there was a dark kind of grey, almost black. The reason for that is because they blend together different sheep's wool to create the colours, I believe. I believe that's how it worked. Don't hold me to that, but please, when I show you the label, please check out their website. A lot of what they're doing is absolutely wonderful, and my little mind was blown. So I'm going to show you. Here we are. These are Daughter of a Shepherd. Drover is the name of the, I believe it's the yarn. So it's not the colourway, and it's not necessarily the blend, because the colourway is the blend, if that makes sense. So if I turn this around, it does say 90% British wool, 10% nylon. They use all British wool. It's 4-ply weight. I did have to buy 2 because they're on 50-gram skeins of yarn. And it says sourced, scoured and spun in the UK. Honestly, it's proper woolly. And if you smell it, it smells like sheep. It's lovely. It is, I believe it's from Ingleborough, which is in Yorkshire, which is good because my partner's a Yorkshireman. So I think that won him over. And he actually liked the colour as well, because his last socks were blue and red, so I was really unsure if he was going to like this colour. This is the mid grey, so that's the mid grey. And then if I bring this closer, hopefully you can read it. Here it tells you the breeds of sheep, of whose wool is in this yarn. So it's Hebridean, Swarthballs, I think, apologies, and Exmoor Blueface. And then if I bring that round, that says Ingleborough, Yorkshire Hills and Mountains. There you go. Extremely shaky there, sorry. But yes, so that's what I have bought. So I'm going to make my partner a pair of woolly socks. So hopefully that will appease him for a bit, and hopefully they last a lot longer than his last ones did. But yeah, I was so pleased to find this company because, yeah, it's just really nice. I love the feel of the yarn. It'd be really nice to have a woolly jumper. Oh, it smells so sheepy. It's lovely. So yeah, I was really pleased to find this company as well. I mean, I was pleased to find all the companies. Obviously, Fruitful Fusion, I knew all about, as I did with Injabulo. But yeah, it was an absolutely brilliant day, and I had so much fun. Got to speak to lots of people, which was really, really nice. And yeah, I wore my pink fizz, and a lot of people were asking me what the pattern was and giving me lots of compliments, which was really, really sweet. I was really pleased. But yeah, I am wearing my pink fizz pretty much every other day. I love it. It is so cozy. I just don't want to wear it out. And plus I don't want to wear it on the channel too often because, yeah, I don't know why. But anywho, yeah. So yeah, it's been really fun the past weekend has, and this weekend is going to be even more fun, because obviously tomorrow, as I said, Vlogmas begins and the Advents begin, and yes, I think I have changed my mind on the Advent pattern that I am going to make. So I think I will tomorrow when I'm doing Vlogmas, I will obviously tell you what pattern I'm thinking of doing. But I just don't really have the time at the minute to kind of do a little Advent. I'll see if I can, I will, but it's very highly unlikely. So I will explain what Advents and what I'm doing with Advents tomorrow. So the 1st of December. As I say, there's been a few unexpected things happening, and yeah, it's just all been all over the place, and I'm still trying to catch up with myself. So yes, but again, thank you so much for watching as always. I will leave that there because this video is going to be, yes, long enough, just checking. But yes, I really wanted to show you what I got and show you the minimal amount of work I've done on my project. It's not good enough, is it really? Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when Vlogmas begins. But yes, have an absolutely amazing rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.